Hi everyone, I'm Krista and welcome to my video on which crystals and gemstones are good for anxiety. So this includes anxiety, fear, and nervousness. So I'm going to show you my top picks of what I really love to work with in terms of crystals for that particular condition. And all the crystals and gemstones that I will show you are very easy to find in crystal shops as well as shops online. So I will go through them and explain them one by one. So the very first gemstone I'd like to show you is purple lepidolite. So this is actually a rough piece of purple lepidolite, and I have a tumbled stone as well right here, okay? So it's a little bit easier to work with the tumbled stone, easier to put in your pocket and carry it with you that way. This one here, the rough piece, is a little bit fragile, so you just have to be more careful when working with it. Now, lepidolite is a really good stone for fear, for worry, and anxiety. So when you start to get into your head and you start to worry about different things, then those worries can spark fears, and then fears can spark anxiety, and then anxiety can spark a panic attack. So lepidolite is really good for soothing worry, helping to release fears and anxiety, and it restores emotional calm and emotional equilibrium, and can also raise your vibration to help you feel more calm and relaxed and more optimistic, hopeful, and joyful. So the lepidolite stone contains lithium, and lithium is a really good substance for balancing the emotions and restoring emotional stability and emotional calm. So it's really beautiful for that. It's such a soothing stone to work with. If you're stressed out and hold a piece of lepidolite, it's so soothing in that way that it can help to calm you down and ease that stress. So I love lepidolite, and I love the color of lepidolite as well. Even that purple color is very soothing. I'm going to show you another lithium-based gemstone. And this one I have is pink kunzite. There we have it. Okay, it's very, very, very light pink. I'll show you the other side. It's so pink that, you know, it looks a little more clear down here. And here you can see it's a little bit darker, but it's very light. So it's pink, but it's very translucent as well. If I hold it like this, you can see it a little bit different. You can see here how the light shines through it as well. And the kunzite is a very beautiful, soothing stone because it does also contain the lithium, so it helps to restore emotional balance and emotional calm, and it's really good for nervousness. So when you find yourself getting nervous and feeling anxious and you have what I call those stomach butterflies, then holding a piece of the pink kunzite is so nice to really help alleviate that and to calm your nerves so that you can be relaxed and calm and do what you need to do in the day. Because sometimes when we get anxious or nervous, it's hard to get things done, and it makes getting things done more difficult. So kunzite is a very beautiful, soothing stone, and I love the pink color as well, because when I hold kunzite, not only does it soothe stress for me, I feel that it also infuses me with a loving, high vibration, and I feel very comforted in that moment when I hold pink kunzite. I can't help but to smile when I hold that stone because it just feels so beautiful and loving and gentle. Another stone that I will show you is amethyst, and this one is definitely worth mentioning. So I have a nice little tumbled stone of amethyst here. And amethyst is another beautiful stone for soothing and calming energy in times of stress. So when you are feeling nervous, anxious, it will help to soothe you and calm you down. I prefer to use lepidolite and kunzite more for when the stress and worry and fear builds more into anxiety or more into panic. I think those stones are a little bit more beneficial for that. But if you find yourself getting a little bit just nervous about something, like let's say you're going to a meeting and you're feeling a bit flustered and nervous and a bit fearful about the meeting, then, you know, working with the amethyst can really help to soothe you in that way. Now, one of my most favorite stones for anxiety and panic and nervousness is actually black tourmaline. And I've left this stone to show you as the last stone to show you. So this is a piece of black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is my go-to stone for panic, for stress, for anxiety, for nervousness, because it's really good to alleviate that, but it's also a grounding stone. Now, the other crystals and gemstones that I have just shown you are good for stress relief and anxiety and fear and panic, but they don't necessarily ground your energies, but black tourmaline will. And sometimes what can happen is we can feel ungrounded, and when we're ungrounded, we can feel spacey, it's harder to pay attention, sometimes we feel distracted, and when we get caught up in worries and fears and panic, we become ungrounded. And then when we're ungrounded, we can experience more of that. When we are grounded, which means having a really good deep connection, our energies are connected to the earth, and we have a good connection there, then we feel more stable. We're more stable in our thoughts and our emotions, and we can deal with life in more of an effective way. Whether we need to deal with work or projects or people or relationships, we can deal with all of those things in a more effective way. So when we're grounded, it's easier to do that. And black tourmaline is a perfect stone. So if you could only choose one stone or have one stone for stress, anxiety, and panic and groundedness, I would say go for black tourmaline first, because you get all of that in one stone. Now, all the other stones that I've shown you, in my opinion, when I've worked with these stones for stress and anxiety, I find it's more beneficial to combine the stones. So for instance, if you're using the lepidolite, then combine it with the black tourmaline. And this is a really beautiful combination. Or you can combine the pink kunzite, again, with black tourmaline. I just love this combination. And I actually really love the combination of amethyst and black tourmaline. Yes, I love this combination because this is nice and soothing, but this is so good for stress, anxiety, and grounding that I love this combination. So I will use those stones in combination, and I feel that they are a lot better. So what I would love to show you is just a little technique that you can do to help yourself when you start to feel nervous, anxious, and panicky. So any of those stones will work that I've mentioned, so you can use any one of them. And since black tourmaline is my favorite for that, I will take this one. So you can take any stone, and you want to hold the stone in your hands, and it's a good idea to speak an intention to the gemstone to activate its healing energy of what it needs to do for you. So you can hold the stone and just close your eyes and take a deep breath in and exhale. And you can say to the gemstone, thank you so much for helping me to release all stress, worry, anxiety, fears, and panic so that I can be calm and relaxed and balanced, restored physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. In full faith, so be it. And when you're feeling nervous or anxious or panicky, then what you do is you take the stone and you inhale. And as you're inhaling, you're going to pull out all of the stress or anxiety that you're feeling, and you're going to blow that stress and anxiety into the stone. So you can feel, maybe tune into your body and feel where you're holding that emotion. So sometimes people, when they feel anxious and stressed and fearful and panicky, they'll have a tightness in the chest, or they might find that they have a tension headache, or for some people, they feel it in the gut, you know, that kind of knot in the gut, or stomach butterflies. So if you're having a physical sensation like that, then you can just breathe into that and just imagine you're pulling out that sensation and all of the stress and anxiety, and you're going to blow it all out into the stone. And so you want to breathe slow and deeply, but also powerfully. So you inhale, pulling out all of that emotion, and you blow it into the stone. Okay, and you do as many breaths as it takes to clear that feeling from you, the feelings of nervousness, stress, and anxiety and panic. So again, you just inhale and you blow it all out. And deep breathing, nice and slow and even, is key. So again, inhale and exhale. Okay, so just like so, doing as many breaths as necessary so that you feel calmer and more relaxed. Once you have blown all of that stress energy and anxiety and fear and panic into the stone, what you need to do next is cleanse the stone. And you want to cleanse the stone so that you're cleansing it of any negative vibrations that it has just picked up from you that you have blown into the stone. And I do have another video on how to cleanse crystals and gemstones, so you can have a look at that for more instructions on how to do that. Once the stone is cleansed, then you can put the stone in your pocket and wear it with you during the day so that it's on your body and in your aura and energy field to help keep you calm and relaxed throughout the day. And if you have a very busy day or a very stressful day and you feel a little bit stress creeping in or a bit of anxiety creeping in, then you take that stone out of your pocket and you can do that technique again just to clear that energy from you, that anxiety, before it builds into more panic. Or if you're feeling a little bit worried about something, then you can take the stone out of your pocket and do that technique I just showed you and just clear that worry before it escalates into anxiety. So that is how I love to work with these crystals and gemstones for clearing fear, panic, worry, and anxiety. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm Christa Lynn, Crystal Healing Therapist, as well as teacher of crystal healing classes. If you would like more information on crystal healing, then please like my Facebook page or visit my website at christalyn.ca. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings to you, and namaste.